Hello, my friends. It's Kristen back with another reading. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. I'm going to flip the cards and I'm going to chat with you for a little bit. I know that I have been feeling a certain amount of tension that's aligning with transition, transformation, change, all the good stuff, but often getting to that good stuff can be accompanied by a little bit of yucky tension and even some resistance. And I think it's so interesting how we can want change in our lives, we can know where we're going, we can have done a lot of work on ourselves, and all the planning and all the healing, all the acknowledgement of who we are, what we want to let go of in our lives, what parts of ourselves we love and appreciate, but that we want to see in a new way. We want to use these parts of ourselves that we love and appreciate. And I was reading something that I want to share with you. And don't worry, we're going to look at those cards. I saw them popping. We all know about the butterfly and the caterpillar and the transformation. But I was reading something a little bit different about that I didn't know. And apparently, when the chrysalis part is going on and the caterpillar is transforming into the butterfly, there are these two different molecules that are going on, and we have the molecules of the butterfly and the molecules of the caterpillar, and they're separate, and they kind of are in a force of tension against each other. And initially there were more caterpillar molecules. It's very overwhelming to the butterfly molecules, and it's hard for them to kind of get in, to kind of transform. But part of what strengthens those butterfly molecules to be able to take over, to become the butterfly, is that sensation of overwhelm, that amount of resistance. And something that I've been playing with is surrendering to and allowing that sensation of resistance and tension in this place of transformation. Because when I resist the resistance, I get into a free state. Do you get into a free state when that happens? And then there's a lot of stuck energy and you can't move. So try just surrendering to and falling into and leaning into that resistance, letting it be in the body. Let it flow through you so it can flow out. Give that a shot and see if the tension relieves itself in this moment of change that you might be going through too. And let me know in the comments below how this works for you. All right, I want to do a little reading here about relationships and transformation and the yucky part of transformation that we go through on our way to the more lighted path. That yucky feeling that we feel, like that transition, like that liminal space that we feel when we're trying to get where we want to go and we're not quite there. That really uncomfortable place of, I am not who I was and I'm not where I am, but I'm not quite where I want to be yet. I see it, I feel it, I know it's there, I know I've created it, I'm stepping into it. It feels scary to step into it. It feels weird to step into it, but I'm stepping into it. And there's this tension. Let's see what's popped up. I want to bring in a little bit of connection here with my Aunt Chris, who passed recently, because she was just my Aunt Chris that I used to talk to about relationships with. And she had tons of experience. She was single forever. She always had something great to say, and I want to pull her in here. My name is Kristen, by the way, AKA Aunt Chris. I guess I'm Aunt Chris now. I'm taking over her lineage. I'm happy you're here. Please give this video a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. I'm new on YouTube and it would really help me out. And if you're feeling called, I would love to have you as a member of the community. All right, so let's look at some of these things that have fallen. So where are we coming from? The Tower and the Prince of Cups. So this is the liminal space. This is the space in between. This is everything coming down, falling out of control, feeling in many ways complete relief, perhaps insights have come in about the past where you're like, oh yeah, this happened to me with that person. That was really traumatic. But it's a relief to acknowledge and understand and to let it all come crashing down. All the insights, because whatever foundation wasn't really working needs to go. Often things have worked for us in the past that don't work for us now, and they were comfortable and we needed them. And it's like we want to give gratitude to what worked for us in the past. We want to applaud ourselves for the safety and the security that we gave ourselves. Even if we look back on it now and we're like, oh my God, what was I doing with that person? What was I doing in that situation? Well, it was what you needed then. It was what felt safe then, but it doesn't feel safe now. And the Prince of Cups, it's this new emotional beginning. It's like being in the inner child place and asking, what do I need in that really basic, fundamental way? What are those things that are so basic to us as children? We just want to have fun. We want to be seen. We want to feel loved. We want to dream. We want to dream about what we want to do. Children don't give themselves excuses and reasons and distractions as to why they can't be an astronaut. They just really believe they can be an astronaut. And maybe when you were a kid and you were like, I want to be an astronaut, somebody was like, yeah, you'll never do that. Or nobody in our family does that. You can't do it. You're not good in math. You'll never get through the science part. Right? All that is gone. All those distractions, all those annoyances, all those negative put downs, all the bullying, that is not in your life anymore. You have eradicated that. You have built something new for yourself. You have built new community. You have built new self-esteem. It may feel new, fresh, and tender. It might feel so new that any little thing anybody says or does can kind of push it away or make you feel like you don't have it, but it's there, you've built it. You may be bringing somebody in, or somebody may be coming in that is also exploring their emotional space and what they need emotionally, and perhaps it's new for them too. We often mirror each other, and we're kind of as we bring in life's like souls on our vibrational level. If you're having certain doubts, you might be bringing in somebody that has certain doubts too, and it does not need to be a negative thing. It does not make them a bad person or a bad match for you. It means that maybe there has to be some understanding that somebody is going through that. And then you can decide if this is right for you. And if it's not, then you put it aside or you let it go. Whatever is meant to come back around will come back around. And with the Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you have been searching and you have been moving forward through the transformative fires, the initiatory flames of initiation in your own life. You already have initiated yourself into what you want to be, and there is newfound clarity around that. Two of Wands, choices around passion and desire. Is what you desire and what you're passionate about, is it different than what it was before? Does it match up with the people that you are aligning yourself with or want to align yourself with? Perhaps there's somebody that you are aligning yourself with and you are unsure about what their choices are. What have they chosen? Perhaps you have made a choice recently about someone and you're not quite sure what choice they've made about you. Yeah, I would say so with the Two of Swords. And there has to be a place of rest and peace with it. That you know that you are making your choices and your decisions based on what is right for you. And although it may feel yucky and there may be some tension around what somebody else's choices are, you can feel at peace. With the Four of Cups, you can feel that you are offering yourself what you need and want, and you will be offered that which is in alignment to what you need and want, and you can be in alignment and offer someone what they need and want. But perhaps there needs to be a conversation or some time together around what that really is. Maybe you think that you know what somebody needs and wants, or based on your experience of them, you think that you know what they need and want. When we begin to enter the inner sanctum of someone's heart, when there is a deeper level of intimacy that is happening, you begin to discover things about people that maybe don't seem recognizable to you. And it is glorious and beautiful, but also confusing. The important thing to remember here is to act like yourself. Be bold about being yourself and experiment and play. And don't feel attached to any outcome to how you feel you need to be. There are no mistakes. So like a child, maybe that child that didn't get to play and be themselves, and maybe you felt like everything was a mistake or everything was a bad choice. Like, screw that. Again, you were doing what the best that you knew how to do at that time. You were doing what felt safe. You were doing what felt fun. And if someone else didn't like it, then who cares? It's all the experience, because whether you know it or not, they're having an experience as well. And how they treated you was a lesson for them. And what they choose to do with that lesson is none of our business, none of your business. It's never our business, in a way, what's going on in somebody else's mind if they're not sharing. They don't want to share, they don't want to share. And if you've got some fears coming up around playing and being boldly yourself and taking risks, playing with what you need and what you want, how you want to communicate, maybe they are too. Maybe you've blown their mind lately. Maybe they've blown your mind lately. Maybe you've thrown each other out of each other's loops lately, and that is just kind of crazy making, right? Because regardless, there's healing with the star. There's alignment with the star. There's a sense of you moving towards your destiny with the star. And whoever is meant to be there is going to be there, and you can't do anything to really stop it. And that's the truth. I'm Kristen. I love you. Remember to give me a thumbs up. Tell me how you feel in the comments below. And I will be back soon. Bye.